What, think you could tease me more in public now? Oh my god. Because the courage is so high. It's lunch break, and we've just finished our cuddle time in the courtyard. That could be it's insinuating something. This is how most of our break time is now spent. Perfect. Anyways, we're heading back to the dorm to restock our lab with tea and snacks. Our lab. It's not just her lab anymore. It's ours. Uh-huh.
理事長はまだ返事くれないし、急ぎの作業もないし。その、私たち無事に心と体で結ばれたし。
What are you trying to get with this? Can't it? You just can't get it off your mind, huh?
だって本当にたくさんサトルくんに子宮丼してもらっちゃったんだもん。
Just fucking sad. I did do that, yes, and I'm glad you enjoyed it so much. But let's please not talk about me slamming your uterus out here, please. We're very much not in the place to do that.
とにかくそういうわけで。
Uh-huh.
小鳥のところに報告に行かない？
I mean, sure. I don't mind. It'd be just doing what you were doing, just talking in front of her. So, you want me to go too?
へえ。ほう。サトルくんそういうこと言っちゃうんだね。
I just figured you'd tell her by yourself, to be honest.
お姉さんが大事に守ってきたバージン奪っておいて、俺関係ないしってしらばっくれるんだ。
I ain't running away. I just saying, you know, I'm just the weird one who just happened to show up. She might, you know. No, you misunderstand. In fact, no matter what anyone says, I'll always be open about being in a relationship with you. You trusted me enough to give me your everything, so I have to fulfill that responsibility. Oh my god, she just died. Didn't you?
ごめんなさい。調子に乗ってちょっと嫌な絡み方しました。
Not really.
あと、ギュッとして。そんなこと言ってもらえたら、私もうダメだよ。
Yeah, 'cause I know how to say manly things. Let's go. You're so cute, Mayu senpai. Oh no, she's gonna do the swirly thing again. Smiling, I hug her, though it's mostly her attacking us. She clings to me in response, and nuzzles her forehead against me. We just made love for the very first time, so honestly, it's no surprise that we get overly affectionate every chance we get.
一緒に来て。
Sure, I don't mind going, but, am I even allowed in the research center?
サトルくんは私の助手だよ。
Yeah.
立場的には何の問題もないでしょ。
You're actually her assistant this time, so. And you know, you're not trying to sneakily stealth in there. As long as I don't try anything while I'm there, I suppose.
それに、私は今までも定期的に小鳥のところに行ってたからね。
I know, we watched you. Oh yeah, I saw you doing that one time.
そうだった。サトルくん、ちょうどその時研究棟に忍び込んでたんだった。
Yeah, and you were talking to her in the stasis pod, and let's not talk about that. I know we're both aware, but it makes me feel like I'm in trouble. When you don't want to talk about shit that you've done that you know's wrong.
じゃあ、銃で口塞いで。
I know how that is. Damn, girl, hold on. You better get in there. So I do.
もう、サトルくんたら。普段はあんな夜遅くに行かないんだけどね。
Well,
あの時はほら、 ちょうどサトルくんのことを意識し始めた頃だったから。
Oh, there it is. I knew it was coming. You can't fool me, game. No, stop! That tickles! Wait, you're bringing it up again.
もう一回してってこと。
You're getting real good at controlling me.
ダメ?
It's almost frustrating how you know how to make me happy so easily. Dude, she's lovely. Oh, God. Damn! What is this kiss? Hold on. That sounded real sloppy. Oh, that's why.
下まで入れてもらっちゃったよ。
Damn, he wanted more action. Well, yeah, of course I would.
他のものも私に入れてくれたサトルくんだもんね。
You don't have to talk about it so frequently. Can we please move on?
ごめんなさい。
I'd act the same way, to be honest. I don't like talking about that stuff in public. Too much. It
まあ、基本寝てる小鳥に愚痴だったり弱音だったりをこぼしに言ってた感じではあったんだけど。
Well, now we're gonna tell her good news.
実を言うと、ここ最近はサトルくんとのことばっかりになってたんだ。
It's like, here's my boyfriend. I know you can't really interact with him at the moment, but oh, really?
うん。サトルくんと恋人同士になってからだと、ほんとめっきり。
She's just in the stasis pod like, God, is this all you ever talk about now?
今日はサトルくんにこんなことしてもらえた。でも、これは恥ずかしくてできなかった。サトルくん、私のことを嫌になったりしてないかな。みたいに。
Hold on there. Let's just wait. I have to remember this person is in an artificial comatose state. She doesn't hear any of this stuff. That's what I was saying, but if it means this is more for Mayu senpai than anything else. If she could, though, I'd die of embarrassment.
だからね、もう小鳥にも実物を紹介しちゃいたいなって。
I'm all for it. She takes a step back and beams at me.
サトルくんのこと自慢しちゃいたい。
Too bad she's not actually out of the stasis pod, but you know, we can cross that road when we get there after we fix this problem. So this is essentially something she wants to do for her own self-satisfaction. If that's the case, I'll be glad to play along. Alright, I'll come get you after school then.
ありがとう。待ってるね。
Alright, I'm ready for this. Let's go.
今からなんだかドキドキしてきたな。
I'm about to introduce my boyfriend to my best friend. Oh my god. A short while later. Alright. Wait, is it time now? I met up with Mayu senpai after classes ended, and we set off towards the research center. Am I gonna be getting in via your authentication?
そうだね。だから今後も一人では入れないからね。
Okay. I know, I wasn't going to.
そうそう。じゃないと。
The fucking assistant trying to get in. Alert, alert, no.
サトルくんが一人で会いに行ったなんてって小鳥にやきもち焼くことになっちゃうからね。
Oh, that's what you mean. That's what you're afraid of?
だって他のことはサトルくんもちゃんと気にしてくれてるでしょ？
I have to be. Like, well, I'm also being extra careful not to stir your jealousy.
それは嬉しいな。安心して夢中になれちゃうね。
Alright. She seems to be in a really good mood. She has been ever since we did lead. I could tell she's excited to introduce me to Kotori-san. Let's go! This feels kind of weird for me, though. I once infiltrated this building. I had to cooperate with Nanami, our wonderful sister, plan it out carefully, and make use of everything we had at our disposal. It was an extremely risky endeavor. But now I'm just gonna waltz on in through the front door. And Mayu Senpai, the very person whose astral authentication and information I stole, happens to be the one leading me inside. The universe is a funny place, isn't it? I'm going there to meet the sleeping beauty I saw the first time once more. Oh my god, that was a burp. Holy shit. She's the astral who, unbeknown to the public, caused the accident 2 years ago and was consequently placed in an artificial coma. The berserk, it happened. I'm with Mayu Senpai right now, and Dad told me to stay low. I have no intentions of going into spy mode and scanning the building for information. We just like leave. But still, I can't stop myself from considering the possibility. No, don't consider shit. Just with the dangers of control loss being as great as they are, there's no other solution as of now aside from quarantining Kotori-san and putting her into a coma. Which, I mean, it's for the best, I guess, but still, the fact remains that no one is immune to it. If, hypothetically speaking, numerous astrals fell into this state at the same time, astral, normal human communications would just die. We would have limited measures available to us. Of course, the biggest issue is actually suppressing them. But if, say, the number of astrals that are affected grows, then it would become difficult to find a place to quarantine them, to say nothing of how we'd manage to keep it all under wraps. There are a few facilities out there like this one. You'd have to build like something very specific to then somehow house so many berserking. Oh my god. Wait, that's a time bomb ready to blow. Oh my god. Wait. This is why research on control loss states is so crucial. And not just because of Mayu Senpai's desire to see her friend again. Like, dude, imagine if you like house all the berserking astrals in one place. Of course, they're stasis, but then what if they stop being in stasis because of some malfunction all at once? Oh, if they find a cure, then all this information has to be made public. But would Kika Academy and maybe even Washizu City as a whole not receive backlash for it? Well, I mean, for hiding it and then being like, haha, we have a cure, but don't worry. or we were hiding this thing, but don't worry, we have a cure now, it's fine. This research began as a result of the memory fiber. It might be best to...
Satoru-kun, どうしたの?
We're pondering life. Oh, nothing. Just as I'm about to reply, something unexpected happens. What the? Oh my god! What the fuck? What? The roaring boom and impact of an explosion. Uh-oh. Where? Which is then followed by the heavy vibration of window panes.
Nani?
That is very bad. Where did that explosion happen? Go back, Mayu Senpai. Don't tell me it happened at the research center. Oh no. I'm gonna go check things out. I don't know, this is super dangerous. Her pleading shout stopped me in my tracks. I turn around and stare sternly at her. I don't know what happened, but it's undoubtedly dangerous to go there. There's no way I can let you be exposed like that. I'm used to this stuff, so just let me... What? Oh no, it is the research center. Wait, did we just see? I mean, I would imagine you would see some explosion or like something in the sky off in the distance. You know what I mean? Yeah, she knows. Okay.
2年前のあの時、私、小鳥に代理をお願いしなかったらって、せめて自分も現場にいたならって。もう後悔したくないの。私も行く。
I know. Let's. Okay. All right. To be honest, I wanted to go back even if it means using force. What, you using force on her? But I can't bring myself to do so after hearing her impassioned plea. Just promise me one thing. Hide behind me at all times. I'll keep you safe, Mayu-senpai. Let's go. Okay, I'm very much concerned as to what the fuck just happened. We spring off toward the research center. The vibrations grow louder, stronger the closer we approach. What in the hell's happening? We dash down the path leading to the research center and reach an open area. Oh my god, everything's fucked. Ah! Gah! I'm hit by a strong, fierce gust. Not a second later, security guards are flung out from the entrance. What the fuck is going on? Wait! They're being blown out by some force. What the hell's going on? What? I crouch and cover Mayu-senpai while quickly scanning the area. The wind blowing from within the building grows even fiercer, so it came from within the building. The windows shake and rattle to the point of nearly breaking. Oh, this definitely isn't a normal explosion. The force isn't abating, it's continuing, growing in intensity. What the hell's happening in there? Oh no. Did Kodori escape? I didn't say that like... she gasps in shock. Oh god, it's just so loud. The gust of wind blows by once again. A security guard is pushed out from the entrance and tumbles across the floor. But it doesn't end there. Oh no. A frail white figure appears from within the loud roars and billowing winds. How? How did she get out? She's berserking! Oh my god, no! It's her, the girl that was sleeping in the capsule. Kodori, hold on. We can talk about this. The girl that is supposed to be in a coma. Issei Kodori. Can we, like, not? Hold on. Let's think about this. Wait, Mayu-senpai! Oh, just as she's about to jump out, I block her path with my arm. I don't know why Issei Kodori awoke, but one glance at her is enough to tell me everything I need to know. What? Yeah, her eyes are staring off into nothingness, and her face is void of all emotion. Yeah, I feel like being put into a stasis in a berserk state would do that to you. But the most telling detail of all is the fierce wind surrounding her. If this is her ability in its frenzied state, this is why she shouldn't have been let out anyway. Like, what happened? Someone must have let her out or something. Like, either someone let her out or I don't know, the machine just stopped working or something. I could see how this caused a crane to topple over. Yeah, blowing away all those security guards isn't a feat I'd imagine any regular human could accomplish. Her ability normally allows her to manipulate the atmosphere. Well, she's doing something like that. But because of her current boosted output, she's now turned into a walking tornado. You know, the smartest thing to do would be to get out of here right now, but, you know, where ain't the smartest thing? So, that's the first instinctual thought that I have as I get the chills. It's not safe here, at all. But, I quickly scan the area once more. Is there some way we could subdue her? I don't fucking know. The guards that were blown away appear to be unconscious. No reinforcements are coming from within. So we can only expect them to come from the direction of the school once the alarms sound. But if Kodori-san reaches the school before that, it's up to us to stop this. Can Mayu use, like, her weird, like, invisible wall powers to, like, contain while I, like, go in and, I don't know, knock her out? Listen, I'm trying to think Thankfully, she's staying stationary, but we don't know how long that'll last. If she starts moving, we need to keep her from approaching the school building at all costs.
学生に被害を出すわけには。
You know, when I started Riddle Joker today, I didn't expect this to happen.
小鳥に学生を傷つけさせるわけには。
Yeah, which is why we need to keep her at bay until security arrives. What the fuck? The research center guards appear to have been prepared beforehand for the outbreak of an emergency such as this. From what I can tell, they used non-lethal guns and fired rubber bullets and nets. See, that's what we need. Grab one of them. But, judging from where they are now, it was probably ineffective. Maybe they didn't have too much of a reaction time. That wind is wild. It'll just blow the nets away. Stop just shitting on all my plans! The rubber bullets might have been a better shot, but they won't bring immediate results. Don't rubber bullets, like, aren't they, like, really bad, too? Like, aren't you, like, not supposed to use them as well? Likewise for tranquilizers, which means...
サトル君、でもどうやって止めるつもりなの?
We could cut off her astron linking if she falls unconscious, right? That's what we'll have to do. Knock her unconscious. He just, like, fucking decks her right in the face. I'll close the distance between us and somehow and tackle her. I steel myself, then leap forward and rush toward her. I feel like... See, you know, this is the full assault plan. This is like, as the kids would say, unga bunga. I also use my ability to enhance my reflexes. This is the perfect opportunity, as she isn't moving and the wind has gotten slightly weaker. Yeah, until you get into view, and then I continue to run. What? She's about to speak? What? Ah! She reacted. Ah! Uh-oh. See? This is what happened. Oh, well, there I go. A lump of wind slams into me like a giant wall. It carries and blows me away. Bye. I ultimately fly backwards beyond the distance I just covered and crash into the ground. I can't tell up from down for a brief moment, but I somehow managed to break my fall. Ow. See, that wasn't a good plan, because once she notices what the fuck you're trying to do, she's gonna actually use her... She's gonna get stronger. I'm okay. I quickly jump to my feet. Kotori-san is... It's like she's... Uh-oh. Shit, she's completely focused on me. I feel like my plan was bad. She's supposed to be unconscious. But maybe she can sense astrons within a certain range. Either way, I need to brace myself for her next attack. Just plant my feet and hope for the best. Get back, Mayu senpai! Well, if it's gonna be one person to reach her, it's probably gonna be Mayu. Oh, no. Oh, no. A puff of wind blasts towards us. The trees behind us are shaking violently, and soil is being lifted from the very ground. Yet... The fierce winds, for some reason, don't reach us. The area behind where Mayu senpai's outstretched hands reached is unaffected. It's like they formed a wall. Thank God. Thank you, Mayu. Mayu senpai, your ability! See, Mayu's got an actual useful ability. She has the ability to fix astrons in place. It can essentially create an invisible wall in the air, which is super effective for stopping Kotori-san's wind. Perfect! Well, if you can, like, create a wall, like, surrounding us, and we just move slowly towards her, I feel like we got a shot. But we can! Well, too bad that took preparation. We just gotta work with what we have. And we have to get near her and knock her out. Somehow. It's our only option. Mayu-senpai, use your ability to block off the path to the school. I'll try to get her one more. No, you're thinking too dumb. What do you mean? Oh my god. Oh. Ah! It's no use. She's using the tornado to shield herself. It'll be impossible to even approach her, much less reach her. Oh, it's like that thing where, you know, the person's not able to control themselves, but like they have the one person that can get through to them. All of a sudden, though, after Mayu-senpai positions herself, she calls out to Kodori desperately, with tears welling in her eyes. In fact, we've been trying. What a way to introduce us. So how's about you stop berserking? Well, she can't control it. She's literally berserking. An earnest, fretful, heart-wrenching plea. Like, every time she's spoken, it just sounds like she's struggling, so... Yet, it has no effect on her dear friend. Oh, well, unexpected. This frenzied state has stripped her of all her senses. All she can respond with are groans as her lifeless eyes widen. Mayu-senpai should be well aware that her efforts are meaningless. But even so, she's gonna keep trying. No. Come on, get it out. She continues to call out to her friend, her voice tinged with sorrow. The winds surrounding Kodori-san begin to grow more intense. Mayu, your plan's not working! The pressure is so strong now that I can actually feel my feet slipping. Oh no, despite them being planted firmly on the ground. Think, we gotta have a brain blast. What can I do? Maybe it'll eventually work. Eh? At that moment, something changes. Ah! We pleaded enough! Oh? Oh! 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 Yeah, again, the one person who could actually reach her. She musters up all her strength and will, risking her life to pull even a fragment of her consciousness up from the raging whirlpool in her mind. Oh, we're trying. Oh, that hurts. Mayu-senpai's body springs upwards. Yeah, that was, you could hear the straight struggle. Mm-hmm. No. It's more than clear that Mayu-senpai is dependent on Kodori-san from the stories I've heard. So it's understandable that she'd rush to her side after her, what the fuck? After hearing that cry for help. Oh, this is bad. I don't think there's any stopping her from the looks of it. She'd probably just ignore me if I tried to convince her. In that case, I'll have to act faster. Immediately after stealing my resolve, I activate my ability to its maximum output. Oh shit, something we've never done before. I would normally never push my ability to these extremes. It puts far too much strain on my brain. But this is a do or die situation. Oh my god, he's like Super Saiyan now. He's charging up. Stay back, Mayu-senpai! Ah! Just boosting my physical prowess and reflexes won't be enough. I need to heighten my senses. No! I need to go beyond that and heighten all of my mental processing powers. Oh my god, this is nuts. I break out in a sweat as an extreme pain assaults my head. But I endure it and force myself to charge forward. This could probably cause brain damage. While trudging forward, I also ascertain the flow of the wind with my heightened senses. I analyze the strength and pattern of it and use the information to my advantage. To get blown toward Konori-san. Oh, what a plan. Then I instantly close the distance between us. He's just gonna deck her right in the face. Konori-san, I'm sorry. Boom! Oh my god. I tackle her, carried by the force of the wind. I win. She lets out an audible groan, and her body instantly goes limp. She's a glass cannon, this one. The violent wind surrounding us suddenly died down in the blink of an eye. Did I do it? It takes almost all my remaining energy to catch Kodori-san as she falls unconscious, then lay her down on the ground. We gotta get you back in the pod. After that, I collapse, unable to endure the extreme headache and excruciating pain all over my body. Jesus Christ, it might have popped many a blood vessels in my brain. I hear Mayu-senpai running toward us. Mustering the last ounces of my strength, I raise my arm and give her a thumbs up. Yeah! And then my consciousness goes out. What a man. Whew! Jesus Christ, I didn't expect to do this today. Honestly, I didn't expect to have a fucking showdown with Kodori at any point. God damn it. Afterwards, I was informed that Kodori-san had been put back into her capsule. So what the fuck happened? We gotta get some detectives on this case. The research center sustained heavy damage and few guards and researchers suffered injuries. But fortunately, there were no casualties. Yeah, because we fucking saved the day. Duh. Of course, the loudness and the force of the shockwave was intense enough to reach the students, which raises the problem of explaining the situation to them, because remember, this is supposed to be a secret. But that responsibility falls on the principal's shoulders. At any rate, I think I managed to handle the situation the best I could, and I'm glad for that. Yeah, you almost killed yourself doing it. I mean, I don't know, like, exactly how much strain that would put on you. I imagine you can't do what he did, you know, maximum output for too long. It wasn't even that long either, but yeah, my headache settled down. So I wanted to rest at a place where I could relax. Turns out I'm not a fan of the nurse's office, so sorry, but could you make me some coffee? We need to talk about, like, what just happened. Thanks. Like, how did this all happen, dude? Whew. I sink my body into a chair after reaching Mayu-senpai's lab. What, am I using one of these shitty stools? What? That's the first time I've ever ramped my ability up to that level. And oh boy howdy, did that do a number on me. I'm still exhausted, most likely as a result of the excessive strain I've placed on my brain in such a short time frame. He's exhausted mentally and physically, you see. That's fine. I'll wait. No, I'm good. I'm fine. Like I said, my head aches. I'm just gonna tell you right now, that's like the last things I'm thinking about. Oh, never mind. I'll take all the above, please.
じゃあ、どうぞ。
What the fuck? She juts out her chest in front of me, and I proceed to fondle them to my heart's content. This is happening, I guess. The sensation of my fingers sinking into those soft pillows does wonders for my weary brain. Are we really doing this after what we just experienced? Your tits are off absolutely amazing. I can feel myself getting better already. And so, in the end, we just revert back to normal man brain.
もっと元気になって、私で。
We should probably, hold on, keep watch for that coffee to make sure it's,
ありがとう、サトル君。本当にありがとう。
Jesus Christ.
大好き。
I mean, I did save the day and all.
じゃあ、顔、着て。
Where am I going? Yes, ma'am.
どう？パフパフも元気出る？
I feel like the tonal shift was just too much. The sensation is heavenly. Dude, again, that'd be the last thing I'd be thinking about. I'd be like, we need to get down to business. Not that business. God damn it. My mind is about to go numb from the double-sided squeezing of her cleavage. This bliss is causing my brain to recover. It wouldn't cause my brain to recover. I'd be like, I mean, yes, it's One-san's softness, of course, but I'm glad I took up her suggestion without brushing it off as silly.
そうだよね。サトル君、私のおっぱい大好きだもんね。
Yeah, he might have a boob thing going on. She seems to be back to her usual self as well, which is great to see.
コーヒーも入ったね。それじゃあちょっと入れてくるよ。
I like that. I could just fondle her breasts without it leading to diddly, at least for now. Thanks. Whew. Saved by coffee in a sense. If that went on any longer, that surge of vitality would have spread to my lower body as well.
サトル君のエッチ。はい、どうぞ。召し上がれ。
I'll spread something to your lower body, all right. Thanks. Wait. When you said enjoy, you weren't by any chance referring to your boobs, were you?
でも、飲み終わったらね。
Jesus Christ. You're still willing to go for more?
そりゃそうだよ。いくらでもしてあげたいよ。あんなに体張ってくれたんだから、サトル君。
Yeah, again, yes, I was a hero.
でも、その前に聞いていい？最後のあれ、一体どうやったの？それまでは小鳥の風に吹き飛ばされる一方だったのに。
What's the enhanced senses, really? Oh, right. I never did explain everything about my ability to you.
身体能力の強化だよね。
Oh shit, you're right. We never did. She still thinks it's the physical enhancement stuff. Well, that's what I claimed, but that was also a lie. For undercover missions, we decided that it would be best to conceal the true nature of my ability to prepare for unforeseen circumstances. My actual ability is the ability to control my brain. Man, I wish I had that normal ability.
じゃあ、私を腕にぶら下げたのは。
Well, think of it as a byproduct. I can manipulate my own brain into temporarily boosting my strength, like what it normally does during life or death situations. It's crazy. So earlier with Kodori-san, I enhanced all of my senses and brain power to read the flow of her wind and... She's like, can we use your power to perhaps maybe get rid of this berserking, wink wink. Mayu-senpai? I pause, noticing a pensive look on her face as her hand rests on her chin. She eventually starts mumbling something.
アストラル使いは脳の特定部位でアストラルとリンクする。しかし通常ならばコントロールできる範囲は使い方の部分のみ。
He's like, I'm just gonna sit here and let her do what she do.
唯一の例外は暴走状態。だけど今の話からするとサトル君はそれによることなく、ならば理論上はリンク値の上下動すら可能なはずで。
Did we just give her a eureka moment? Her train of thought is moving lightning fast. What she seems to be contemplating is how my ability relates to control loss. My heart skips a beat once I realize the possibility she might be suggesting.
そしてメモリー繊維はアストラルを記憶するものであり、サトル君の脳活動の変化はアストラルによるものなんだから。
Mayu-senpai? Does this mean what I think it means?
サトル君。
Do we just fucking crack the code? She lifts her head and nods vigorously. God damn it! If I just told her what my actual power was sooner, we would. There's a glint in her eyes. A glint filled with hope. She then reveals her discovery.
最後のピースが埋まった。
I'm the puzzle piece! Hooray! Bro.
お忙しいところ失礼します。
Oh god. Dude. That's too much. That's enough excitement for me today. But god damn it. We could have just told... I completely skipped by that detail that we never actually told her what our true power was. I just kind of assumed, you know when you go on with a character for so long, you just kind of assume they know everything about you at sometimes. Yeah, that was me. But they're like, no, wait a minute, we never said shit. God damn it. That's fine. Now we did, and at least it happened later rather than never, you know.